Welcome back, everybody. This is Wings of Wax, and we are playing more Slay the Spire. So, let's see. Last time, we, went for, I believe, a combo deck. So, yeah. Went for an all-for-one deck. Yeah. I don't know how well it's going to go, but we picked up, it looks like a Echo Form, another hologram. So, we have two holograms to be able to get more value out of all-for-one if we want. So we're going to be looking for more 0 mana cards. So far the deck's looking okay. I wouldn't say it's great by any means, but it is okay so far. Echo Form definitely does help out, but it doesn't really do anything with all for one, unfortunately. But that's okay. We also picked up the Slaver's Collar. Okay, it's good to know. And I also like that we have the Clockwork Souvenir to be able to have one artifact at every combat. That is really nice. We only have 3 energy to work with. We actually have 4 with nuclear battery. Okay, so we do have some extra energy to work with. And we have Happy Little Flower. Okay, let's see. I want to try to avoid elites if I can. I'll face a couple if I need to, but I just don't really want to, fight too many of them. Because I do think we're going to die to them if we fight too many. Man, all these paths... Except for, like, this one. Like, we have the option to avoid elites, but I think we want the option to actually face them at some point. And if I go this way to get the store, then we don't fight any elites, and we just strictly upgrade cards in our deck. We don't need too many more cards. We just need, like, some more 0 casting cost cards that give us value, like Claw would be, or Weak. Not Weak. Go for the Eyes. There we go. That's the other one that I'm thinking of. So I wouldn't say we have the best chance with this deck to be able to defeat the Heart, but we're at least going to have some fun, I think. Going down this path means we have to fight. We don't have to fight this elite, but we do have a lot of combats to be able to fight through to get to the end. Yuck. I don't like that at all. Going this way, we have to fight 3 combats, then we get to an elite. We have no campfire before that elite. And then we can choose probably to go up this way. And then we have 2 more campfires. So this path scares me, but it might be one of the better ones. And if we go up this way, or if we go either of these 2, because they're both the same amount of combats. This is how we skip the elites. And if I go this way... We have 3 combats, then we have an elite. So it's basically the same outcome as this, except we have a shop to be able to go to at this one. And I think we're just going to choose this path. I kind of want to be able to hit a shop to see if we can find another 0 mana card to be able to help us out. We do have Echo Form to start with, so let's go with Cool Headed first. Glacier. Well, if we want a chance to be able to kill him, I think we have to go for the Echo Form and just ignore the fact that we actually got a Glacier this turn and take a couple of points of damage here. I think that's reasonable. And I might as well just cast this to deal some extra damage this turn. So we're taking 3 in order to set up Echo Form. That's probably like the best case scenario, right? From here... Hologram. Hologram would what? Get us... Glacier's a pretty good pickup, but we can't actually cast it unless you want to use the turbo. I'm actually okay with that. I think that's fine. I think we do that. Glacier. Turbo. And sure, we'll get that in play. He doesn't deal us any damage, so we're not going to cast the Steam Barrier, obviously. I don't want to lose any more value on Steam Barrier than I have to, so... how many more 0 casting cost cards do we have? We have 3 cards. Secret, Overclock, and Claw. And we have how many right now? We have Beam, Turbo, Zap, and Steam Barrier. So we have 2, 4, 6. And if I go for the hologram, that would be 9. And we also have a Steam Barrier. So we have 15 block right there. I do want to put up some more block if I can help it. We do have like another defend, which would be blocking. We take 1 damage. You know, I think that's reasonable. Yeah, let's go for the all for one. Let's go for beam cell. Let's go for the zap. We actually get to like kind of combo off this turn. That's actually really good for us. Yeah, let's go for that again. Yeah, bias cognition actually makes it so we don't have to go for the defend this turn, so I really like that. And do we actually want to use another turbo? This gets shuffled into our discard pile. I think we'll kill him before it actually matters. So I think we actually do go for a turbo here. And we'll go for a sweeping beam. Drew a dual cast. Okay, let's go for a bias cognition. Go for a dual cast. And technically we don't have to go for the steam barrier, so we'll just pass here. He is dead. Awesome. We have another claw. I think it's better than going for steam barrier plus or ball lightning for that matter. Stack is not terrible either, but I think we need another claw in the deck. So let's go for it. All right. This turn's not very good. I don't think we go for a bias cognition though, as much as I would love to. I shouldn't go for that. I should go for this first. Yeah. And then we can get that back. So we have 18 block. We could go for the dual cast. Is that worthwhile? That will only deal, 16 damage to a random enemy right now? I don't think that's actually worth it. And I don't think bias cognition is really worth it yet. We have to have things like line up like perfectly in order to make bias cognition not just like kill us. Maybe it is the turn to go for bias cognition. And if I go for bias cognition, is it worth it to go for the dual cast at that point? You know what? Let's try it. Let's give it a shot. I think that's actually worthwhile. I'm not sure if it's a bit. What's that? 24 damage. Yeah, let's go for it. And we'll just pass here. All right, we got a defragment. We have an echo form. We're gonna be taking a bunch of damage if I go for either of. If I go for the echo form. I'm not sure that echo form is really worth taking that much damage over. We could obviously go for like hologram into steam barrier. Hologram could also go for dual cast. I think we have to go for the defragment no matter what. Just get that in play. Just whether or not we actually want to go and try to commit for this echo form, because I could go for hologram for dual cast, be able to cast the echo form, be able to get an extra mana, be able to go for cold snap. And we potentially could set up self-repair later on. We're taking a lot of damage here, though. What leads us down the path of taking the least amount of damage? Is that worth setting up an echo form? I think echo form is just so powerful that we actually need to go for that. And we'll attack the one that we obviously can hit this turn. Go for the self-repair. Alrighty. Let's see. The first card we play is going to be duplicated. I really want to go for the scrape, but we don't have the all for one, or we don't have any way to find it. And I think that will actually discard it here. So probably just the best thing to do is to like equilibrium and just strike this turn. Maybe I should have striked twice. Yeah, that actually would have been better. And we'll go for one that hasn't been damaged yet. Yeah, I should have used strike twice. That was a misplay, but hopefully it doesn't. We don't get super punished for that. We do have all for one here. Okay, I like that. Secret technique could go for. We already drew both of our holograms. That's. We have two holograms, right? Am I missing something? Oh wait, they exhaust. Oh right. They exhaust. That's correct. Yeah, we did use both of them. Okay. We could use secret technique to go find Glacier. I do really want to go for this all for one this turn, so I think we should probably make sure we have enough block for this turn. I guess, yeah, sure, we'll go for the zap. From here, sure, we'll overclock. We drew Claw. We're just going to be casting all of our zero casting cost cards and go for the all for one, that's for sure. It's just a matter of, like, do we have anything else we want to be doing, and which one are we going to be targeting this turn? This one deals the most amount of damage here, so I guess we go after this one. We drew Capacitor. Okay, that's actually very helpful. Turbo. How are we looking? We have Beam Cell in our deck. I don't think we need the Beam Cell, so I don't think we need to go for the Scrape. Also, make sure that we shuffle our deck at that point, which I don't really want. I do think we go for this. I do think we go for this. We haven't gotten any block yet, so Auto Shields actually we can go get with this. Sure. Did we... Oh, we didn't have enough card... Oh, we didn't have enough hand size to get the turbo back. Oh, no. That was silly. That's what I was trying to set up, so that we could actually go for all this stuff. All right, well, I guess we go for the Glacier. Question is, do we go for the Capacitor first? Well, if we're going to be getting rid of our Frost Orb anyways, let's just get the most value out of it to make sure we don't take any damage this turn. From there... Yeah, that turbo not coming back actually is kind of screwing us here. So we have 16, 27, 36. Okay, so we actually can block all the damage this turn. So maybe we do just start trying to be aggressive. But I'm a big fan of just getting Frost Orbs into play too. You know what? I think we're just going to play it safe here. Just get 2 Frost Orbs into play. Yeah, I think we're done here. We did get the Void. That's unfortunate. I guess we see where this leads us. Oh, that's going to evoke 2. No, we have Echo Form. You silly, goofy goober. Which means we probably should have gone actually for the Sweeping Beam. We're not taking any damage this turn right now, so I think this is probably the best thing to do. Unfortunately, we can't cast Equilibrium. Okay. Well, we have Claw for this guy, and what are we going to be doing? Just Cool-Headed, or should we Strike? Scrape is fine, too. The problem is if we discard the all-for-one, that's kind of defeating the purpose here. I think we just killed this guy and pass the turn here. Yeah, let's go for that. Okay. How much is dealing? 9. It's not quite enough to be able to kill this, but we're close. But we do get Glacier in play, so we can prevent a lot of damage. These guys are going to come back to life, but we're in a much better situation because we have, you know, so much focus right now. I have nothing to actually get with the secret technique. That's really funny. All for one to... Actually, we should probably try to take out this one, since we can block all the damage that's coming in this turn. Let's see. Beam Cell... Yeah, we should try to take out this one. We have Overclock to try to draw some more cards. We got Burn, that's fine. Sweeping Beam is actually reasonable here. That can get us another Zap. Sure. So we're definitely blocking for all the damage being dealt to us this turn. So this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. From here, we could turbo to deal an extra couple points of damage. You are not dead, but we are still blocking for all of this, so it's not really that big of a deal to us. Yeah, I think we'll just do this and pass. Alrighty. When this gets upgraded, yeah, it costs 0, but it's exhaust. Blizzard sounds kind of cool, but I'm not sure we have enough frost orbs to take advantage of that. We have 1, 2, and I'm pretty sure 3, 4. Yeah. I don't think any of these are really worthwhile, except maybe like hologram is actually decent to consider here. We have a lot of cards that I feel like we would want to get back anyways, so yeah, I think we'll take another hologram here. All right, we get a shop. Let's see what we get here. What do we get offered? Rainbow. Ooh. Finesse is also pretty good to be able to get back and draw an extra card. I want to value the 0 casting cost cards pretty highly, that's for sure. What does this one do again? Unplayable status cards are now can now be played. So statuses in our deck would mostly just be like the burns. I'm pretty sure where's the turbo? There it is. Yeah, that's also a status card, so we can actually play that too. Interesting, interesting. But if we do that, we can't take like finesse or take rainbow here. I don't think the deck stone is actually really worth it, the oddly smooth stone, since we have a lot of block, I feel like. Finesse is definitely something to consider. It's either between like rainbow finesse and medical kit here, that's for sure. Medical Kit is definitely a good card against like the heart. Problem is we take damage every time we cast them, but I think that's still worthwhile. What is better for the longevity? Like, this is just like a good card, so we don't necessarily need it. Just another card to get back. So I think it becomes down to like the Medical Kit actually doing something for us, or the rainbow, but we don't necessarily need the rainbow. I mean, we don't have any dark orbs, which it would be nice to at least have one way to be able to generate a dark orb. And this would be like our all-for-one number 2 kind of thing, where it does something really powerful. Medical Kit or rainbow? I think we're going to take a rainbow here. And I could take a potion. I don't think taking another steam barrier is really worth it. It does get better, though, the longer the games go on. Like, especially against, like, the heart. I feel like another steam barrier wouldn't be awful, but I don't think that's better than a potion. So I think we're going to go for an attack potion here. Let's move on. What do we got? This is one of my least favorite common enemies in Act 3. Well, we have auto shields for this turn, and we have Echo Form to set up, so really good turn 1. Looks like we're not really doing too much this turn. I do want to make sure that he's not hitting us here, so... Okay. Which means I should have gone for the equilibrium. Yeah. Mistakes. Okay. That's a little bit more reasonable. We have Beam Cell as the only thing that really helps us out here. I keep forgetting about Echo Form. Like, I really need to keep that in mind. That's one of my weaknesses with this character right now. I just keep forgetting that it's there. Hologram, just put another vulnerable on him. Self-repair will actually just make it so we just don't... We can prevent some of the damage, or just get some of the health back. Might as well just get that in play. Secret technique to go find Glacier? We don't really have any card draw right here. Okay, we gotta remember Echo Form is actually here to play. So if we go for like double turbo, go for secret. We actually have 5 energy already this turn because of Happy Little Flower. Okay, so I don't have to worry about energy at least. From there, we probably do go for the secret technique. Grab a Glacier. And a Rainbow is actually not terrible, but Rainbow would make it so that way we don't have the block up with the Glacier. So that kind of defeats the purpose there. Possibly just like a Steam Barrier. I think Glacier is acceptable here. So we have 2, 3, 4. What are we going to want to get back constantly? Like, I don't think that dual cast is really worthwhile here. Wish we had capacitor out or like some extra focus here, but we do not. Overclock does make it so we can actually draw some extra cards to be able to take advantage of the turbos, so I'm kind of digging that. All right, well, we knew we were going to be doing that no matter what, so it's just a matter of, like, what do we do now? Sweeping Beam would draw a card here. Yeah, let's go for that. Bias Cognition is actually really good for us. We do need to deal him damage, so let's go for this. We'll do one more. Okay, well, we do need to attack him again. Make sure we don't take too much damage here. We do have the turbo, so we can't actually play all the cards in our hand, too. What are we hologramming? Hologram for... We could do some more overclock turbo stuff. It's not bad. I actually really like that we drew that, thankfully. I do have to go for the hologram into turbo because we already kind of like went for that play. Now we can get a defrag into play. And we just block this turn. All right. That didn't go super bad for us, thankfully. Nice, we got the all for one. All right, so let's see. We can dual cast. I should have actually gone for probably cool-headed? No, I should have gone for capacitor there, actually. Echo Form is what I forgot about. We have Rainbow. Ew. So we can draw one more card, which is a hologram. Okay. So I should definitely do that. It's going to be a big turn. It's going to be a really big turn. We have the beam cell to make him vulnerable, so let's do that first. We have double claws. From there, we do want to get all for one back, so let me just do that real quick to make sure that I don't screw this up. I should have actually gone for that after I went for the overclock, because I just shuffled a void back into our deck. But that's okay. We're doing all right still. Is there anything I want to get back with Secret Technique here? Grab like another zap, or grab claws actually. That sounds much better. Oh, I can't grab claws. So we just have zap then we can fully take advantage of? Okay. I'm okay with that. Let's go for the overclock, see what we draw. So right now we're only getting Secret Technique, Zap, Overclock, and Turbo. That's still all reasonable choices here. All right. Where do we go? I think I need to Cold Snap to be able to push this orb further, so that way I can actually dual cast this, and then we can go for all for one again. It's like, where do we stop? This is what this comes down to. Where do we stop? I think this right here is actually where we stop. I don't think I want to draw too many more cards. I don't think it's worth overclocking. Is there anything that, like, we really want. We could turbo and put play Glacier here. Equilibrium is probably not terrible either. I kind of like that. And we'll just cast the Zap. See, that's fine. I don't mind drawing that here. All right, let's go. We put up plenty of block that turn. That was a really cool turn, but yeah, we're just taking it really slow. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. If I dual cast, that should kill him. Put him at 2. Okay. It was close. I knew we had lethal with the claw regardless, so. Oh boy. Take another rainbow? I don't know if we necessarily need a second rainbow. We already have a lot of 2 cast and cost cards in our deck right now. And we don't really have the time to be able to play it with Echo Form on the same turns too. I think we have plenty of 2-mana cards. Like Rainbow is a premier card, but I don't think we need it here. Streamline is kind of cool, but it's also another 2-mana card. The thing is, though, is later on in the game, this will become 0 mana, and you could actually get it back with All for One. But I think it's kind of cute. I don't think it's necessary. Rebound is definitely a consideration. Being able to replay like All for One or something like that. When these get upgraded, do they lose exhaust? They do lose exhaust. Oof. Okay, let's go for a Streamline then. Not Streamline. What was that called? Rebound. I was looking at Streamline, but that wasn't actually the case. 65 out of 85 HP, but we still have a bunch of potions we can still use, so I think it's actually worth it for us to go fight one of these elites. Warped Tongs. Do we have a store coming up? You know what? I think I'm going to take this. Warped Tongs, so at the start of your turn, upgrade a random card in your hand for the rest of combat. Like, that's going to be really good for us. Seems reasonable, and I guess we just put some damage on one of these and Equilibrium here. Could have considered actually going for like the attack potion. That probably was the play. We don't have any ways to like combo off here, so... We're going to take a lot of damage. Do we have to scrape here? I think we do. So we'll deal 9 damage. We don't have Echo Form in play. Okay, I'm just making sure. Let's actually use the attack potion here and see what we get. Sweeping Beam is fine. Course Surge also okay. I think Sweeping Beam is actually more reasonable to be able to draw us an extra card here. Secret Technique. Do we just go for like the Glacier here? That does prevent us the most amount of damage. It's just unfortunate because it's kind of lackluster. But we could Glacier, Hologram, Glacier again. Is that better than just going for like the Equilibrium? I think we have to cast the Glacier no matter what. We have to, I think, kill off this one at the very least, which the only way we have to deal damage is Scrape. So let's go for the Scrape, see what we get. We get Beam. Okay. We do have Turbo, so we can actually be able to get some more defense in play. So I like that. I do think we Equilibrium. We're obviously going to Turbo here. Let's go for a Cool Head and see what we draw. We drew Dual Cast. Okay. Dual Cast could potentially take out one of these enemies. It did not. We have Hologram, so I could Hologram to try to find some more... Grab another attack to be able to take out this guy, so we take far less damage. I think we have to. We'll take Rebound so that we can put, like, maybe Equilibrium back on top. Okay. That was about the most damage we could prevent, and the best case scenario for us, so... It was a long and lengthy process to get there, but... And we gotta do it again. All right. We have claw and we have beam. So let's claw. Maybe it's actually better to strike this. All right. Do we use the overclock is the question. I think we do, which I should have done that first, but that's okay. Kind of wanted to save that for next turn, actually. But we have the hologram now, so let's go for the equilibrium, hold everything in hand, pass a turn. I could have set up the rainbow, but I think holding on to the hologram and stuff is just much more reasonable for us. So we have auto shields to be able to obviously use this turn. We have 6 mana to work with, by the way. It's a lot of mana. And I do want to get this Echo Form in play, but we might be able to just get that out with the turbo, so... What is the next best option? Rainbow is actually really good here. That we get some extra energy too. How many cards do we have for those 0? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we have to get some cards out of our hand is what you're telling me. Okay. And we'll go after this one. Three, and then a claw takes that out. Okay, perfect. We did get the turbo, which is really good. Let's go for... Overclock will draw us Steam Barrier and Cold Snap. I don't think we necessarily need those this turn. Well, we're definitely turboing. I can tell you that much. We are 100% going for... hologram for all for one. I guess we use this. Okay. Well, we did get the turbo, so that's really good for us, so we can actually turbo out this Echo Form. Just trying to deal as much damage as possible here. Go for the zap. We're not taking any damage. It's just a matter of, like, do we use the dual cast? And I don't think we draw. I don't think we need to. Dual cast would make it so the next time we actually draw a dual cast, we can just deal extra damage with this. It also moves us closer towards that that dark orb, which is the reasoning I'm considering just doing that. And I think that was the correct play, even though we already had an excess in Frost Orbs, or block rather that turn. Yes. What do we want? We don't have anything that like really deals damage outside of like zap here. I think I'm okay with going for zap though. And what else do we want? Overclock is probably a reasonable choice. Turbo is unnecessary. Let's go for the overclock. Did draw the void. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. Like, we're still in a really good spot. I can't really complain too much. Yes. And... this will kill you. There we go. Perfect. Alright, we didn't take too much damage. Basically, if I can get through a fight without taking too much damage, then I call that a win. We get another Claw Plus. Yeah, I think we take that. Compile Driver is actually reasonable too, though. We do have a lot of orbs that stay in play, and we have a variety of orbs. Is that worth going over another Claw? I just feel like Claws are just going to be very powerful. I think we don't need any more Claws, though, after this, to be honest. Let's try to prevent as much damage as possible. We do have Claw. This guy's putting up the block next turn. This guy's not putting up the block next turn. Okay. So we're going to go after this guy. And I think we hologram go for the Claw. That way it makes the rest of our claws really, really good for us. Nice. It's too bad we couldn't actually take him out, but that's okay. So we're taking 2 damage. Alright. We're not really taking that much damage this turn. Actually, I say that, and then I look and we only have 8 block. We do have to commit to actually killing this. I think we go for the dual cast on top. Alright, that could have gone worse. We have one of them taken out, which is what matters. We do Rainbow. Rainbow is not enough to be able to protect us here, so I think we have to go for the Sweeping Beam and see where that leads us. Hologram. Hologram goes and finds Auto Shields. Oh, actually, it won't find Auto Shield because it'll give us block. Just kidding. Just kidding. So do we Sweeping Beam again? I think we Sweeping Beam again. See what we draw. Bias Cognition. Okay. Well, we can dual cast this, be able to get 5 energy. We drew Echo Form. Man, I really want to put Echo Form in play. But if we do, we're going to take so much damage. And I have to Bias Cognition here to make sure we just prevent more damage. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I really want Echo Form in play. We're not going to need it, though, I don't think. We are taking quite a chunk of damage, though, every single turn. This kind of sucks. Well, we have Defragment. We can Cool-Headed. Like, the only thing I would probably even consider is, like, Glacier. I don't even think that's even worthwhile, though. For the secret technique, that is. We could take out this guy and be able to go for the... Let's go for the Cool-Headed first. Okay. Scrape. Well, we haven't drawn the All for One, so I don't think I can afford to go for the Scrape here. We're preventing 17 damage. Okay, so yeah, let's just kill him. And sure, we can put... Could play Hologram. Could play Zap this turn, be able to deal him an extra... I actually do think we do need to apply some pressure, so let's go for this. And it's just like, do we go for the Scrape? The problem is that's like the All for One's the last part of our deck, so I actually don't think we can afford to. I think we just pass here. And then All for One should kill him. Awesome. Alrighty. Is Explosive Potion better than these other potions? I don't think it's better than like a Flex Potion. Vulnerable actually sounds pretty good. Colorless Potion because we could potentially get like Panache or something like that. Any of these worthwhile? I don't think it's actually worth it to grab any more of these. Like, we already have all of these in our deck right now. And we're just going to be gumming up our deck and not finding the All for Ones. Do we keep continuing down the path of this? I think we do. Alright, well, we have Sweeping Beam to start us off. Hologram. Well, we have Defrag. We have Equilibrium. I'm going to hold on to these just in case, because maybe we could find a good turn. Be able to use like the potion or just, I don't know, figure out what our better options are. Secret technique. So we just don't want to take damage this turn is basically what it comes down to. Is there a way to be able to do that? Frosty Orbs. So we get 4-11 block out of this. Or we can get 15 out of this right now. And we don't really have a way to be able to use this orb, so I couldn't like go for like a flashy like hologram double glacier play. I think Glacier is the pick regardless, to just prevent us from taking too much damage here. And let's see, we have 4 attacks in our hand, so we actually could go for this flex potion here to be able to take out one of these. So we can make it so we only take 18, which right now we're at, what, 11, 19 block? I kind of like that. I actually kind of want to put the rebound back on top anyways. Or the claw back on top of our deck. Don't really need to go for the hologram. We could overclock and dual cast. I think we do that. What do we reach for here? Secret Technique is not a terrible choice. Then we could go find what? We'd probably go find Rainbow to be able to use this turn. I actually kind of like that. Secret Technique to go find Rainbow. Put Rainbow into play. And we have Claw and we have Defend. So we'll take out... This one's the next closest one, so... Hopefully we can kill both these this turn. We'll see. It might be just like we set up a bunch of Frost Orbs. That could just be reasonable enough here. So if I go for that, that's 8. And we can potentially get 11. 11 plus 18. 18 would be 22. These are dealing 16, 27 damage to us this turn. Oh, I forgot the Flex Potion actually made it so because we had the Clockwork souvenir. It got rid of the removing of... Holy crap. It let us keep the 5... Oh my god, I forgot that was a thing in this game. That means the Flex Potion actually should probably have not have been used. That should have been saved for the boss, probably. That's okay. I do think we have to go for the defensive play, though. I mean, I could just choose not to play Capacitor this turn. And be able to go for, like, Cold Snap to put an additional orb into play, which, if we put 1, and then we cast 2 more, be able to get an additional 7 block. Ugh. These turns are so awkward. This is part of the reason why I struggle with playing these Storm decks, but man, it is a lot of fun because it's just like, it's a huge difficulty. Like, it's a learning curve to be able to play these. And I am not proficient in these, that's for sure. We don't have to go for... Yeah, actually we don't have to because I have a Cold Snap. Scrape can actually kill this, so Cold Snap and Scrape can kill this guy. This actually deals 25 as well. Okay. That's a bit more of a reasonable turn for us. We don't have Turbo in our graveyard, right? We do not. So I guess we just strike this and pass? Yeah. This guy does regrow, but we do have a much better turn to be able to go for, like, the all-for-one here, so I'm very excited about this. We're going to be getting back Beam Cell, Claw, Overclock, Dual Cast. We should be able to find some type of lethal here. And there we go. Nice. All right. Bullseye's not really worth it. Hyper Beam's not really worth it. Rebound number 2. Nah. Melter. Nah. You could just pass on all those. I would like to be able to get to the store. We get more potions. Okay. Every time we complete a combat, we get a potion. So we do have Capacitor this turn. We do have Rainbow. Do we play the Bias Cognition? It's a little early, but I think it's actually worth it. I'm afraid to play this, though, because I feel like he has 300 health. Like, we're not going to be able to whittle him down, I don't think, enough to be able to make bias cognition worth it here. I'm not going to take the gamble. Like, we're on a clock at that point. I would much rather wait for a time where I am more set up for that. Because right now I am not. Yeah, let's go for a secret technique. Do we go for, like, cool-headed this turn? Do we go for glacier? I think cool-headed's reasonable enough here. Because we don't need to put in a lot of block. And technically I don't need to cast auto shields, so I can strike in hologram. Hologram would what? Find... Is this actually the turn to go for a bias cognition? I don't think so, because we only have one... We only have 2 orbs that are actually damaged orbs. So better just get back like another cool-headed. Could go for secret technique. Secret technique would what? Find us... Hello? Secret technique would be able to find us... It's not really much I'm looking for secret technique, actually. There's nothing really appealing. Equilibrium, maybe? I could see that. Just keep all the cards in our hands. Alright, we did get a zap here. Let's go for... I have to be able to just get this out of our hands so that way I can actually go for this overclock. I don't want to overdraw. I think we're at 9 cards in hand right now, yes. Which means we wouldn't have overdrawn, but that's still... I'm still trying to get into the habit of that. Where do we go from here? Self-repair, clearly. Do we put another claw on top of our deck? I think that's okay. Alright. And we don't really need to do anything else this turn, so I guess we're done here. We haven't found the Echo form, or we haven't found our All-for-One yet, so... We do have Glacier. Let's go for the Sweeping Beam. Actually... Clearly we're going to be doing that. Let's go for the Glacier, actually. So we have 10, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22... 22. Hate being frail. Let's go for the Sweeping Beam, see what we find. We drew Dual Cast. Dual Cast is not really what we want to be casting this turn. I actually do think I have to turbo to be able to get this extra 3 block here. Since we're probably going to try to kill him really, really soon. Like, really, really soon. Alright, we do have Defragment. What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 16, which would be 19. He's attacking for 24. And I can't go for the auto shields with hologram. We can go for the bias cognition. Oh, no, we can't. Yes, we can get bias cognition back with this. This is any card. Because this is actually the time I go for it. Of course, the very last card is All-for-One, in case you're wondering. And unfortunately, if I go for Overclock here, then we're just going to breeze right through it. Oh, man, that sucks. We don't have a way to be able to cast 10 cards in this turn, so... Doesn't that suck? Alright, what's the next game plan then? We do probably want to get another Lightning Orb in play. The only issue is to get rid of our Dark Orb. Yeah, I guess we don't do that then. Is there another thing we can do to be able to deal some extra damage this turn? I mean, I could just go for the Sweeping Beam, but the problem is we don't have the mana to be able to cast the All-for-One. I could grab Turbo to put Echo Form into play. That sounds like the best play, honestly. I just get Echo Form and play right here. All right. So now I got to remember we have Echo Form. Yeah, all for one. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I guess we cast all for one. Isn't that just like the most beautiful play ever? But at least if we draw a dual cast, we should be able to take him out. This could find us dual cast. Oh, Jesus. Sure. Yes and yes. All right. Man, we've been taking some hits. Go for the Eyes is actually a reasonable card to take for us here. I like that. Got anything good here for us? You know, in Magic the Gathering, X casting cost cards technically are 0 cards, but I think in this game it doesn't actually work like that. None of these really feel good. Actually, all of these are awful, to be honest with you. Madness is the only, like, cool card that we could potentially use. I could see Madness being worthwhile. Man. Being able to set up, like Equilibrium, or even, like, a Cold Snap, or, like, any card, actually. Yeah, that sounds like a reasonable choice here. Let's go for that. And 44 health, or 44 monies. I think we just save it. We don't really need to pick up a skill potion. I feel like, you know, we already have a skill potion anyways up here. How many more combats do we have? We potentially have like 1-ish combat here. I think we actually want a smith. This will just deal extra damage, so we don't really want that. Bias cognition will be an extra focus. This will make it so it's not ethereal. Madness makes it so that it costs 0. Fortunately, it still has exhaust, though, if we upgrade that. It might just be worth it for us to just rest here. Yeah, I think we're going to rest. Just to make sure we don't die on our way to getting to the final boss here. Losing all of our gold to obtain a weak relic? Sure. It's 44 gold. Unfortunately, that means we're not going to be able to buy a potion for the last act, but that's okay. Upgrade cards no longer heal. No, thank you. I think we just want to fight the Act 1 boss. Alright. So lightning, then a frost, then a dark, which means we can still go for the glacier. Because I want the dark orb to be in slot number 1. Let's go. Yeah, we have to like Echo Form and just go for auto shields. We're taking some damage here, but not much I can do about that. I don't really want to, because we already... Oh no, Rainbow was actually upgraded because of the tongs. Okay. So we actually can get that back? Okay. Secret Technique. What will Secret Technique get us? It will get us... Equilibrium is not a terrible choice. How much mana do we have this turn? We have like all 0 casting cost cards in our hand, so technically we could go grab Overclock. I think I like grabbing Overclock here. And we actually get to grab another one too. We'll grab Equilibrium just in case. Well, clearly we can use that. From there, where do we go? How is oh, we didn't cast Capacitor. That's why. So I actually do think we set up the Capacitor this turn. And then just go for Equilibrium. All right, reasonable turn. Let's go. Upgraded Madness. What cards do we not want to cost 0? We also got to remember we have Echo Form too. So we actually could just make 2 cards in this pile just costs 0. We do take the risk of it being defends and strikes, but that's fine. I think that's reasonable enough. The only bad hit would be like bias cognition. Unfortunately, it's not upgraded. Defrag is a perfect draw. Thank you so much. Let's go for the sweeping beam. We get hologram. Do we go for just like rainbow here? All right. We're off to a pretty good start. So, yes. 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 We only have 3 attacks in our deck. Well, Overclock will be able to draw us into our All for One again, so I like that. Yes. Yes. Self-repair. We have turbo. Self-repair. Let's get the defend out there. Yeah, this is like turning out to be insane. Storm combo. Tori is a fantastic pickup for us. Holy crap. Oh boy. Stack actually might be worth it. I don't think it is though. We need like this helps set us up for future turns. Like the problem is like the earlier we draw this, the worse it's going to be. If this costs 0 though, like if we upgrade it, it definitely would have been a consideration, but I don't think this is the place where we take any of these actually. Because we're just going to be probably resting here. Thankfully, the Tongs makes it so we don't really have to like worry about upgrades too much. Okay. How do we want to go about this fight? Obviously, we want to take out these guys first. That's clear. Yes. I think being able to put Sweeping Beam back on top is actually reasonable enough here. And we have Equilibrium to be able to keep the Bias Cognition and the Overclock in our hand. Okay. This Thread Needle is coming in handy, that's for sure. Arguably MVP. Let's go for the Sweeping Beam. We drew Capacitor. Well, we clearly need to go for this Auto Shields. It's just a matter of like, do we need to take out one of these? We're going to be taking 24. I could go for the Glacier this turn. So we're going to be taking 30. And we have 28 block. Oh, we're actually taking more because I forgot we just put a plate of power. Yeah, this is still fine though. I'm not disappointed with this. We could go for like the skill potion here. Boot sequence, hologram to be able to find us what? The clawback, I guess. How much do we need to prevent? We have 26, 30, and he's attacking us for 7 times 4 is what? 28? Is that right? 28 and 34. So we have 6, 7, 8. We have 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 33, which means we'd take 1. And it makes it so all of our claws deal some extra damage too. I think that's reasonable. Man, this is definitely the turn I would love to get Echo Form in play, but it is upgraded, so we don't have to. We don't have to. We just take quite a bit of damage if I do set this up, but I actually think it is correct here. I would rather have that in the front. I don't even know why I played that self. I guess so we don't draw it in the future, so. Interesting. Man, if I scrape and I discard that all for 1, though, I'm going to feel really bad. But we do need to be able to take this guy out. So I think actually double scraping is what we need to be doing here. There goes the all for 1. That's okay. Just need to make sure you are dead, sir. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. If only we had 2 all for 1s. Make the all for 1 free. I don't even think we need to turbo, though. Like, we're just getting back all the 0 mana casting cost cards, and we can't cast Ink Bottle, I don't think. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We actually could get the Ink Bottle. Is there anything we want to draw, though? Like, Cool Head would be the best thing for us to draw, which I guess Secret Technique, so we fit 50 shots to be able to grab that, and then we could still be able to cast, like, a Cold Snap for the turn, potentially. Sure. Right, we have Overclock too, so it actually was worth it. All right. Where do we go from here? It actually would be kind of cool to set up these to be free. Which one would you rather have free, though? I feel like Cool-Headed being free is just much better for us. Beam was actually a really good draw there for us. This was a cool turn, that's for sure. If anything, it was a cool turn. Okay. Where are we at? Glacier to make sure we just don't take a lot of damage this turn. We can actually go for double Glacier, but I don't really want to do that because we have the Dark Orb. So I do think like 1 Glacier is fine. Would it be worth it to actually go for to grab a Beam Stealth here? I don't think I should actually cast this. I think I should save that for a future turn. Because it does get exhausted here, so... Cool, we have Equilibrium, but unfortunately... We have Cool-Headed, but if we cast that, we get rid of our Dark Orb. I think we Sweeping Beam here. Unfortunately, we didn't really get anything that actually helps us, but that's okay. So I guess we go for this. Oops, I guess we go for this. And we pass. So far, so good. We haven't taken very much damage. Bias Cognition. I don't want to cast Bias Cognition until we either are just about to kill him to put him into a second form, or he's already in a second form. So, unfortunately, I think it's time to finally get rid of this Dark Orb. Sorry, bro. You gotta go. Man, that would have been nice. We have all frost orbs all day, every day. It's too funny. Drew rebound. It's not worth going for. We're not taking any damage here anyways. I don't want to scrape because I want to be able to find all for one. Secret Technique, though, is reasonable. I actually don't even think I can overclock this turn either. Just to make sure we actually keep stuff. Oh, that was doubled. Oh, no! Oh, no! So we actually have to go for it here. Did not find it. That's unfortunate. The very last card is all for one again. Again. Yeah, we got screwed by the Echo Form, obviously. I am very bad at keeping up with that. I'm almost tempted to just go for the scrape here. Because obviously it's going to get discarded regardless. Sure. We have another zap. Okay. Fortunately, we don't have enough energy to be able to actually go for the all for one even if I do get it back here. So is it better for me to just go for like scrape? Do we have any more holograms left in our deck? We have one. We have one. Is there anything I actually want back right now? We're really close to being able to just kill him. So I am considering just going for the bias cognition here. I could see that being worth it now. I think it's time to pull the trigger on that. Let's go. Because he should be dead this turn, so we're only going to lose one focus. All right. And I'm just going to save the same setup. I don't think I really need to go for the Glacier here. Let's go. I wish I had Equilibrium there. That would have been fantastic to be able to keep those claws, but still looking okay. I should have actually went for the Super Beam first, but making him weak for 4 turns is actually pretty good too. Steam Barrier. We have enough blocks, so I think we just pass here. Let's go. We do need to find the all for one, hopefully this turn, because then we actually could go for a large amount of damage. Of course. Right, I forgot. It's actually already in our graveyard because of the scrape. Right. But we can actually still go for it. So, boom. And what else do we want? He is doing, what, 17 damage to us this turn? So I think just, like, turbo to get us more extra energy? Nah. Actually, I think Zap is better to be able to get in play. Right. Man, we did not grab the turbo, eh? That sucks. We really wanted that. Oh, we really wanted that. I might as well just put the auto shields into our hand since we have, I think, enough. Might as well go for the overclock and see if we actually draw the turbo. We did not. We did not. That's actually really good, though. All right. He's really close to being dead here. $35 damage twice. Oh my god. That was great. Oh my god, it took us an hour to blow through all that Act 3. All right, we're going to go into the fight, the heart fight, though. Oh my god, no! I don't think we would have been able to fight the heart anyway, so... I'm stupid. Man, I totally missed out on that extra. That that piece. Oh boy. That's okay. I mean, the fact that we were able to at least fight Act 3 boss, I'm pretty ecstatic. I didn't think we were going to be able to defeat the heart with this deck anyways. Like, we needed like a the tungsten rod to be able to prevent damage. We did have obviously Tori, which was great, but we needed tungsten rod because we had so many zero casting cost cards that we were just like eating so much damage over the course of that game for just trying to combo off every turn that I don't think we would have won anyways. So we unfortunately missed out on being able to fight against the heart because I am just stupid there, but that's okay. I didn't have any it's very difficult to defeat the heart with this deck if you don't have tungsten rod. And since we didn't have it, I'm going to say that we probably would have lost anyways. Like, maybe we had a 5 to 10% chance. Maybe. And that's being generous. That's being very generous. All right, well, hopefully you at least enjoyed the ride, because, like, you know, being able to at least defeat all those bosses was definitely really cool. The fact that we were able to take down all of them, we almost lost it at the collector, but we were able to take out at least the I forget what his name is, the last boss we just fought against. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. This was a lot of fun being able to play the all-for-one deck. We were able to get one defragment, which I think put us over the edge, plus obviously the Echo Form. You saw that those both came into play frequently. Obviously, Echo Form is one of my weaknesses right now because I'm still trying to remember that it's actually in play. And I wish that there was a better indication than just like a tiny little icon, but I have to just get used to it, honestly, because I haven't played enough of this character. And I usually do take Echo Form because Echo Form is really, really good. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sure that this was like a roller coaster of a ride for these past two videos, but I'm glad that it actually ended here too anyways, just because it's an hour and 11 minutes in right now. Yeah, holy crap. So without further ado, make sure you do something positive today. Do something to move yourself forward. Just one small thing a day to make some progress in your life will snowball into something great. So thank you guys so much. Good luck and grind on.